I'm drawing on my bed because I don't want to sit at my desk. So
Apparently there's a secret.
Find out that secret.
this, if this, and if this, give me a second to speak. If this ends up bad, I'm gonna blame it on that. Was a whiskey for the way, and I still need myself company.
Kill her, but let's mess her up. Like, we're 8 minutes in and she's been hit in the face 3 times. That seems excessive, even for a G-rated movie where it's like a comedy donkey donk. They put that cartoon sound effect to make it funny, but like, ow, her face.
Beyonce has double ammonia, has to drop out the New York Music Awards. You are in. The car and the box are already outside, so Hannah's doing a major shop right now.
I forgot how stressful watching Hannah Montana is. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who cares about keeping her identity secret. Your voice is shattering the sound barrier. Hannah decides to go
No one's
shopping
here, but
on
it's still
the
embarrassing.
busiest day of her whole year.
I'm having connection
Birthday
issues.
party, and I guess Jackson's going to college.
I'm going to college! Tennessee University!
Oh no, someone help that 34-year-old teenager. He's in a really delicate phase of his Benjamin Button disorder. Jason Earle's famously much older than his character in this. He was 34, but at the beginning of Hannah Montana, there was discrepancy about his age. Certain things he put out said he was like 10 years younger than that. Hollywood. But Jason Earles is actually now an acting coach. He mentored the cast of High School Musical, the musical in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he, I guess, no, because Danny Gonzalez said this. He said working, he wasn't talking about acting or that kind of industry, but he was saying how when you were, like, being an influencer in the industry, you can leverage the knowledge you have about being an influencer for influencer-related jobs. So you're not influencing anymore, but you're still in the industry. And you can, like, work with, like, brands and stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yeah, so, because he was talking about a bunch of those, like, college kids who got famous on TikTok and moved to LA. He said, yeah, you can leverage the knowledge you have being an influencer to get, like, a steady job. It's not as glamorous, but, like, it's still related to the industry you're in, and you can still do the influencer stuff on the side. And now you'll be, like, an inside man, too.
Bloody foot stumps into something from the bargain bin. America's Next.
I know no one's here or listening, but,
Was a much more relevant inclusion. I mean,
you know,
it's
we'll
still a
talk.
celebrity, but like, it's different now. I love any fight scene where you get a good long look at a stunt double because those wigs are always conspicuously dangling in front of the face. They're like, this whole fight scene, it goes on a little too long for me, but the whole time she's missing calls from her dad, she's missing calls from Lily, who's at the birthday party. It's troublesome. And then when they leave, without even getting the shoes, that reporter is following her.
It's him. I cannot get out of the car looking like Miley, and I cannot show up at Lily's party looking like Hannah.
Well, we always knew it would end like this, and then they just swerve off a cliff. When Hannah Montana was born, we said she dies in flames. Blood in, blood out. That's Hannah's motto. The reporter falling so far behind, she can't get out of the car as someone else, so she just drives off to Lily's birthday party, which takes place at the Santa Monica Pier. It seems like Lily rented out the whole pier for her birthday party. No way she did that, like, minutes after gym class. Like, you would want that to be a full day thing. But anyway, all our friends are there.
What's this hole at the top of the cake?
I just hit this button and bam! The Happy Birthday Lily banner shoots up the top of the cake. Rico is a genius.
Why did the Disney have all of their male stars in this shaggy haircut? This literally looks like a scene between two basset hounds. Also, I'm happy to announce that those were the only speaking lines for either of those two characters. Mitchell Musso's style inspo was always a skater punk who compromised with his mom for Nana's funeral. Lily's just getting her flirt on when Hannah ruins everything. We're really going big on the slapstick injuries here, aren't we? The writers were like, so what happens at the sleepover? Hannah jumps in front of a train.
I have no choice. I'll make it up to you, I promise. You will never, ever, ever make it up to me.
And it's true. That's something we never ever see in this movie. So moving on. Lily's understandably upset, so something slips out when the reporter comes up to her.
Is it true that Hannah's really 43 years old? Does she lip sync? Does she grow up in Nashville?
More like a cornfield in some place called Crowley Corners.
You heard it here first, folks. Hannah Montana grew up in a cornfield. Her government name is Sophia Tortilla. I would be a good tabloid journalist because I just like add that's made up. In order to try to get Lily to come back, they're like, look, we have a cake with a special banner. But that obviously doesn't go as planned. this is what childbirth looks like if y'all get pregnant before marriage. After that
Hi.
fiasco,
How are you?
Riley can't get in touch with Lily. She won't pick up the phone. And Vita's like, so we're going to New York, right? And the dad is like, fine, go to New York. Even though you forgot it's your grandmother's birthday in Tennessee. I kind of, at this moment, felt like there needed to be a little something more visual to add on to Hannah missing the brother flying away, ruining the birthday party, and then if she could have like forgotten to call her grandmother on the birthday, or the grandmother calls and is like, you're gonna come down for my birthday party, right? And she's like, ooh, I'm going to the award show. Then it would kind of solidify it for me that she's like missed 3 big things and the grandmother is the most important. Instead, they just kind of mention that third one in conversation. So if you're gonna make it the most damning piece of evidence that she's changed, it should be visual. Anyway, I love this movie. I have to make it really clear, because after Lemonade Mouth, people have said, I think Nick might be the devil, and I think we might have to gut him. And that's okay. Take my entrails, wear them like necklaces, I don't care. I spoke my truth. We rock, we rock, we rock. We're gonna make some noise. So as Hannah gets off the plane, though, she's got something else coming for her.
Hello, New York.
I imagine the shoulder one.
Looks like your limo's here.
Ain't she a beaut?
Hey, how come every time we see Jackson, he's hanging out of a car window so far? I sense some freaky puppet theater trickery going on.
Alright,
I don't
next
trust
one.
it. Whose arm is up your ass? Hannah is basically like, I'm going back to New York, whether you like it or not.
It's 2 weeks.
Think of it as a Hannah detox.
Ooh, did they give you Valium for that? Because I got some wicks you can burn. I guess Hannah's plan is to hitchhike back to New York from Tennessee in disguise.
I'm going to New York whether you like it or not, and I'm not smoking.
LOL, scalp her, horsey. Her sleeves are longer than her jacket. She deserved that.
Give that back, you mangy little
Look at that. Girl don't even recognize her own horse.
blue jeans.
That's right, it's your girl Blue. They tried to turn me into glue. Now I'm out here jumping hedges and I'm snatching Hannah's edges. Blue Jeans doesn't get enough screen time in this movie. He's always like chilling. He's very calm. And I love it when he throws Hannah to the ground. Blue Jeans just
Hi.
no bareback, bitch.
Hi.
Stomp you. When Blue Jeans runs off, a mysterious young cowboy fetches him for her. And then they get reintroduced.
Alright. Blue Jeans doesn't really take well to strangers.
He's my horse.
Miley? Travis Brody? We were in the first grade together?
Oh, right. I didn't recognize you at first because you smell like horse now. Miley must be really trying to impress this boy because she starts talking up her friendship to Hannah like it's nothing. I think this is supposed to show that she quickly reaches for that in order to get special favors right now because she's a little
trying to draw
more of a
her.
diva at the beginning of the movie.
I know Hannah Montana. I practically saved her life surfing the other day. She owes me big time. We're like best friends.
We share almost everything. A face, a voice, a body. Only she has yellow hair and dresses like JoJo Siwa. I won't get into the whole plot of how it's like people just instantly take her as a different person when she puts the wig on. Because obviously within the universe of the show, that's part of it. So I won't criticize that. But I'm saying it's there.
Smiley Miley, remember? That's what he used to call you. Smiley Miley.
I remember.
We used to call you Stanky Travis because of your fungal ear infection. This movie is becoming a Hallmark Christmas movie storyline, don't you think? It's like, a girl is so caught up in a job, returns to the hometown, someone from her childhood reminds
Doesn't
her
look right.
what
Is her eye not big
it's
enough?
very that. Only without holiday stuff.
Shit,
and
my pen's
more,
out of ink.
like Beverly Hillbillies type stuff. Keyboard cleaner. Get on down the
My phone's about to die.
back on the Rat Pack and a young Charlie grilling down to the Barbie. Everyone's charcoal Charlie. Miley's like, wow, this is actually one of their more sophisticated political discussions. In addition to the Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus music in the soundtrack, we also get some of this like Rascal Flatts music and the like whole family being junkyard demons. Type of thing.
You remember Cousin Derek?
What's with the rat?
Ferret. Harlow.
And he's trained to burrow inside of me to retrieve lost objects. Grandma says she can't afford to replace no more doorknobs. The grandmother, who I believe is Miley's mom's mom, is trying to set up Bobby Ray with some love interest, like this woman Lorelai, who's in town and single.
Hi.
So Bobby tries to chat her up.
You know, I don't believe
Thank you.
we met. I'm Robbie Ray.
I'd honestly kill a man. He literally fucked. He fucked up her whole
he's going to positively bruise your vagina. I hear that's how his last wife died. I would be such a stir up in this southern community. Back in your
I'm good. How are you?
room,
I'm good right now.
is
I had a
looking at picture
horrible
of her
night,
late
but
mother,
I'm good.
who's played by a young Brooke Shields. I wonder if this was just like an actual photo from Miley Cyrus' childhood, or if they staged this. I don't know, but that's Brooke Shields. Grandma comes in and she's like, "Remember your mom being dead? Every time I look at this wallpaper, I think of her dead, bloody corpse." Why am I like that?
Your mom picked this out when she was about your age.
I like it.
You used to like a lot of things back then.
I just got my period, so I'm not in the mood, but... Oh, that sucks. Sorry.
Or do you keep the lights on around here with your homemade jams, Fred?
I too watch YouTube when I'm sad.
Singing that whole scene really loud. I don't know about this. This family has teeth like a field of old tombstones. Every time someone over the age of 50 opens their mouth around here, the crops die. The next morning, Miley quickly tries a little scheme to prove that she's back in touch with her roots and should be allowed to go back to New York.
Oh, that sucks.
Wow, Pippi Longstocking looks good. Is she scamming the welfare office?
I have
Of course,
no, like,
eggs doesn't go like she wants.
good advice for you.
There where she, like, sits on eggs. Bobby Ray is still trying to get it in with this lady with her curly hair.
You're the foreman?
That'd be me. That's me right over there. I was looking for a fresh start. I guess Ruby thought that both me and the farm could use some looking after, so.
I can see why. You're about to get those perfectly styled strands sucked into the carburetor right now. Anyone got a hair tie for Ellie Mae over here? Carburetor is the only engine word I know. What part of the engine is most likely to suck someone's hair in and scalp them? Because that's what I think would be funniest to talk about right now. Happening to her. Not once ever is it explained in this movie, and I watched it 3 times now to make sure that Jackson is taking care of animals at some petting zoo with that cousin who has the ferret. We just get that from watching this scene. Like, I mean, we never see him at college. I guess it's summer vacation, but none of it's ever explicitly stated. They could easily pepper that kind of info in, but whatever. I don't know why you kids are laughing. If a gator snags one of you, all we're gonna find are some undigested flip-flops floating down the river. Miley's out shopping with her grandma. I forget what country name they call her. I think it's just Graham.
Homa and Crowley died in another town that met us, but we don't exactly have enough for the taxes, so I've been helping organize a fundraiser or two.
Well, you might not be organizing them right, because that sign says you've just hit the $0 mark. Anna, please. Like, okay, so I spent some of that money on booze, but the moonshine around here is popping, Molly. You'll drink it too if you had the shakes. Oh, I love these leaves all around me. Touch them.
Developers circling like vultures. If they have their way, there won't be any open land left.
It's not that they want less open land, they just want more Build-A-Bear workshops and Pizza Hut. All I'm saying is don't blame the mall just because you can't pay the tax bill, Curly. This is where we get a turning point for Miley when she's finally told by her grandmother to shut her stupid mouth.
When we finish, maybe you and I can do a little shopping.
In there, no thanks, I'm good.
Look, Missy, you may be Hannah Montana back home, but here we're Bridges and Boots.
Bridges and Boots is the name of my alter ego who sneaks out in her underwear and eats trash. I love doing the grandmother's voice, can you tell? Obviously, because I haven't stopped. Miley sees that journalist, pesky, sneaking around, showing people Hannah Montana's picture, being like, have you seen this bitch? So Hannah messes with him by switching
That's my
out
foot.
the salsa, so he eats something really hot.
Sorry about that.
And then while he's jumping around because his mouth is hot, she does this.
What should I draw now?
This man just crashed through a wooden table on his spine and
My back hurts.
what a funny guy. You guys react
From holding this family. From carrying this family. From carrying this team to nationals. My back
to a
hurts.
separate location and help him. I'm like, you should have used that as a distraction for Ryan, because, I mean, the more he finds out about you, Miley Stewart, the closer you are to your whole life coming down around your ear. Down around the ears and down the background, down,
Out of these two, I like this one better.
coming around down the ears and
I think the proportions are wrong on her. I think there's some parts I like. Like maybe the lips are too. I think the lips are too gross. I could push those on here, push this on more. Maybe take all of this and just sort of.
Use this as a chance to send him off their trail, and he ends up in a swamp somehow. And because of a 3-way call mishap, the daughters of this tabloid guy get involved.
Now, don't worry. I guarantee this Hannah Montana story is...
I never know where to start when drawing with ink. It's not like a pencil. I can just start with the head. If I do that, it's not gonna be as clean.
I don't know where to start. The girl over.
But I do think the more you do it, I think this really is good practice for drawing. I've been doing it more. Let's make it the stallion. I've been doing it more. I haven't done it in a while, but when I did do it consistently, I did notice more improvement in my art. I think my lines were way more confident. But like with certain angles, I still have trouble. Like when the head's tilted in a way that it, like face like straight on, I think it's pretty easy just drawing with pen. But when like there's angles that you're not real confident with,
So what do you think of the song?
it's really annoying trying to get that angle from a certain part.
Doesn't tell me anything about who you are or what you feel.
First of all, you heard
But,
me
you
say
know.
like 3 words. Second of all, what do the horses give you songwriting lessons while you clean up their feces? The nerve of this man. Travis reveals that the grandmother said if he fixes up the chicken coop, he can start selling the eggs, and that's the start of his dreams. He's gonna be an egg salesperson. And she's like, wow, big dream.
Life's a climb, but the view is great.
Travis, please don't jump. I'm sorry for what I said about the horse species. We then have a fun little montage where Travis and Miley get to know each other. They drive cars, they swing on ropes, they swim. It's establishing that their love is blossoming. And she's like, dream,
Yes.
dream, dream. Nothing's ever out of reach. So dream, dream, dream. Now, Miley's only in Tennessee for 2 weeks, and
Thank you.
that amount of construction seems like it would take half that. Not that I know how to build anything. I tried to take a shop class once, but they kept locking me out because I would harmonize with the buzzsaw. Next up, Miley and the fam are at a community social thing, and we get a cameo from someone who...
You know how like there's like a square in someone's throat?
Slow it down for this next song, if that's alright.
Whatever you want, Taylor. I know to be gentle with you while you're still in the phase where you wear a junior prom gown to every appearance. Not only does Taylor Swift live in Tennessee, and I think she still resided there full-time during 2011, but also Taylor was dating Lucas Till, the actor who plays Travis at the time, so I think that's another reason why she was...
Dude, thank you. I had such a crush on the guy who played Hannah's love interest in Hannah Montana the movie. I was like, I haven't seen the movie in a while. But God, I was like 10. I was like, this is the man of my dreams. This is him.
We'll add exactly 2 black people to this scene. Anyway, back to your chicken dance. Charlie XCX is lurking behind a bale of hay somewhere. For those of you who aren't familiar with this iconic number, we're at the hoedown throwdown, y'all. I've never done it, but my sister Jillian was like, wait, but you taught me how to do the hoedown throwdown. And I was like, no, I didn't. She was like, you used to do it all the time. It was like your thing. And I was like, Jillian, shut the hell up. No, I didn't. Stop making this up. She was like, you used to always do. I was like, I swear to God, I don't know how to do the hoedown throwdown. What? Just like that, little girls everywhere knew what they would be trying to figure out at their next birthday party. Also, I don't know any 82-year-olds who can do any of those moves, though I know plenty of other grown adults will try on the app TikTok. I can do this, hawk in the sky, side to side. That's all you're getting out of me today. I will learn to do the full hoedown throwdown when this channel gets to 200,000 subscribers, and you can mark my words. You can put the hawk in the sky.
I will also do the hoedown throwdown if I ever get 1,000. I already have 1,000. Wait, no. If I get 1 million subscribers, I'll do the hoedown throwdown.
Doesn't exactly nail the clapping, but Miley's younger sister Noah does seem happy to be there. Now, everybody knows who knows me that I love a group dance number, especially when it's one where you have like.
I'm not very good at dancing, but I will humiliate myself for fame. So, take that however you guys want. Like, I don't know why I'm saying guys, take that however you want. There's only one person here.
When I say that I want to experience working on a ranch one day, this is what I mean. If it's anything other than this, I quit. Of course, where there's a good time in this community, trouble is always right behind the corner. That developer who wants to build the mall is here to ruin everyone's good time.
You got a lot of nerve coming in here.
I thought this was a community event.
You wouldn't even know what that word means.
You're not part of our community.
It is a thing of the past.
I always get so distracted by how bored and disconnected child background actors look. They've been standing on set for hours. They cannot keep the action in their face. Look at these kids.
Your idea of it is a thing of the past.
Of course, this is where Travis opens his mouth and implicates Miley.
But the sooner y'all accept the inevitable, the sooner we...
Miley knows Hannah Montana. They're best friends. She could help us out, right?
I guess I could give her a call.
And we're doing all of this to save a meadow, right? Not like anybody's lives or anybody's jobs, just some grass for cows to eat. Now, maybe there's some connection there, like if they build a mall there, a bunch of people are going to lose their jobs or the cows will die of starvation, but no one's
Fucked
ever
up on the
told me this,
ass.
so I'm having a hard time understanding what the stakes are. Just
They said they couldn't afford the taxes, Nick Diarmio. They'd probably be pushed out of the town by gentrification.
Horses sometimes, but then the grandmother is selling like jars of fruit and watermelon at the fair. Do you grow watermelons? Do you grow fruit? Anyway, in order to get Hannah Montana
Well, there's a farm, there's a little,
Thank you.
most of their money probably comes in cattle,
sharing a friendly embrace with Gal Pal in Tennessee. Do you guys remember at the beginning
but
of the movie when
she makes like, she sells fruit and shit as a side hustle.
we never saw that happen, so I guess it was true.
Lily, I'm so sorry. You are the
I
best
guess
friend
I guess, yeah, maybe living in a Midwest state does actually prepare you for farm life, I guess. I don't know why, I don't understand why he's so confused. It's like, oh yeah.
That one friendly hug to quickly appear as though you've resolved an unaddressed character flaw. I wish we could have kept Lily more involved in the story up until this point. Like, if we could have had flashes back to Malibu, where Lily is watching the TV or TMZ or even reading this magazine that the tabloid guy works for, and she's getting all this reporting back about, oh, people think Hannah's crazy because she fought with Tyra at the mall, or oh, people think Hannah's crazy because she showed up at this random girl's birthday party. Show us how Lily is observing that Miley needs her help, and maybe that whole time Miley is still texting her and being like, please call me back, I'm so sorry, rather than just have us never remember that she's trying to make up with Lily while Hannah's just off with her new boyfriend basically the whole time. But instead they both...
I will say the problem with Hannah Montana is she doesn't change because of her family, she changes because of the boy.
She's like, can I talk to Hannah?
No, Jack, stop doing this.
This type of authentic petty arguing is something that can only come from real-life sisters or Disney co-stars who are pitted against each other using salary. Of course, Miley and Lily conduct a classic scheme to hide the fact that Hannah is Miley. This is where I really was like loving the movie because they got back to what's fun about the TV show, this type of physical comedy.
Molly, you up first?
He doesn't know that Hannah's here. Let me go tell him.
Oh, well, then I'll take over.
Damn, Lorelai, I didn't know Southern hospitality extended to rubbing a stranger's feet. That's just beyond me. I don't believe it. That's very biblical. Let me wash her feet with my hair. But anyway, Lorelai actually has a favor to ask Miley.
Oh,
So,
I didn't notice y'all
the
leaving.
mayor wants to throw this big bash.
Dad, please come down. It's an emergency. I need you right now.
Is that a yes? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fantastic.
Watching her rub those oiled up feet like they're painted ham hocks makes my palms sweat. Did Quentin Tarantino direct this scene?
Poor thing. Jet lag. She only flies west to east. A celebrity thing.
If we don't move on from this greasy foot thing, I'm going to get my pilot's license and eject myself from the atmosphere. Lily is getting acquainted to Tennessee life. Good thing they have this huge house with limitless resources for everyone.
Ooh. I want a cowboy.
Well, there's no way they're poor. There's no way they're poor. Even if Hannah Montana doesn't get all her royalties and shit,
This is Lily.
her dad's also famous.
My assistant.
Well, can she assist you with getting that natural hair shoved back into your wig? Because your secret's out. As Hannah, she basically tells Travis, you should go ask Miley out. And so he does, so that's good. He asks her on a date to, like, dinner that night. But Miley doesn't realize that Lily agreed as Hannah to do something else.
What do you mean I can't go?
Hey, you're the one that promised Lorelai that Hannah would...
Oh, I'm on 10%.
...the mayor's big lobster hoo-ha tonight.
Actually, Lily did. Actually, Hannah did.
It doesn't matter who did it, because we need to stop and address the fact that someone in a Disney movie just said lobster hoo-ha. That's disgusting. But of course, Hannah can't miss this lobster dinner, so she has to ditch Travis. That is both a weird way to comb your hair and a weird way to hold flowers while you're doing it. So, good luck with fork handling on that date tonight, Travis. I guess I'll ghost him as though phones don't exist. Like, she could have just told him, I can't tonight. Has to be another night. Anyway, false dilemma. We're at this fancy banquet for lobster, and the mayor's hosting it.
Alright, I'm done. I gotta charge my phone.
And Miley decides she can't miss
Have a
this
nice night.
Travis date.
But what I really